Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this more disembodied hands over pieces of paper encased in plastic. This is 4 Against Darkness, and one thing I have been forgetting to do is explosive dice. Whenever you roll a 6, you add it and then re-roll. And of course, just in case, a stupidity reminder about green trolls. Plus, I made myself a jury-rigged little foam block thing, dice box. So, we have characters. There is Sloggo, the warrior. There is Blarg, the green troll. There is Warwick, the cleric. And there is Spilt, the dwarf. I have to be careful. The cable for my camera is dangling over here, so I can't bonk into it. Yay, but there's Spilt, the dwarf. Yes, indeed. And, of course, with a troll, oh boy, there's all sorts of interesting things that you get. Like projectile vomiting. Once per adventure per level, you can vomit on a target. And, of course, there's when you start combat, you have to roll on the stupidity table to see what's going to happen. Oh boy, with all sorts of things like a crisis is coming, idle, I forget how to fight, call of nature. They take a little bit of time to use the restroom in the middle of a fight. But as well, they are also not a fussy eater, can eat anything, they regenerate. So if they're not damaged by fire, they just completely recover all lost life at the end of a battle. So it's going to be, it's possible to do a total party kill on yourself with your character. So hopefully that's not going to happen. We do have a background. These people are going into the perpetual, well, what is going to become a perpetual dungeon of Undermarb. So instead of a typical entrance into this dungeon, there are 5 doorways that they can choose to go through. We're going to go through one of those doors. On another day, or during this, I will try to explain some of what's going on with Marbden and Undermarb. But this is part of the perpetual dungeon of Undermarb under the city of Marbden. So these characters are going into Undermarb to find the things that they can find. Treasure, adventure, but basically treasure to get money so that you can become rich and famous. Because I, personally, am playing a character, the patron of the local Adventurers Guild, which isn't even an Adventurers Guild yet. We have a provisional application, which means we have to prove ourselves as we raise money by adventuring to pay for the application. If we can survive all that and pay it, we get it. Also, it's troop play. My other adventure with the other characters are out and still adventuring. That adventure is not yet over. So now that we know all this, let us continue onward. We are going to go through, I imagine it would be easiest if we just walked through this central door, and we're going to do that. We have the rules in this book for checking when I need to check. We have this one is my reference book with a whole bunch of different charts, like the troll information, as well as all of the dungeon generation stuff, and outdoor woodsy charts too. So we are going to roll d6 for the room and then check the room contents table, not cable. Get everything in order because I have a mess. So it's roll d66 for what kind of room we find when we open up that door. This is a nice little foam boxy thing. I can just go boom, and they bounce around everywhere. So that's a 9. No, this is not add and all that. Red 10s, 6 1s. 56. And 56 on here is kind of a... Well, these all are little short entryways, and then so this is going to be open this spot right here, that's going to be an open one, but it goes 2 on each direction. See, you may notice it goes in front of the other doors, but had we, well, in fact, I'll point that out in just a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Had we gone into any of these other doors beforehand, they might go over into this area. It's kind of, if you've ever seen anything about The Shining with the movie The Shining with its impossible architecture, it's like that. This is largely undifferentiated space that is open for now, but we have doors and such here. This is the room. We're going to determine what is in this room now. We roll 2d6 on the room contents table. It is a room. That's another 9, which is empty, but we can search. So there's Jack all in that room, which is fine. We're going to mark these this way. This is room 1, and then we're going to put a circle on that, just so that we can differentiate that. See, I even put a 1 with a circle around it. All right. So if I ever have to come back to that area, we can do so. Well, that's not bad. And you know what? We are going to search. So, this is not a corridor. We roll a d6. Let's see what we find. A 3. It is empty. Okay. Not a thing was found in that room except dust and some useless pieces of cardboard and wood. So nothing exciting there in the first room in Undermarb. That's actually not too bad. I'm not going to complain. Oh yes, as for my character, Sloggo the Warrior, of course, adds their level to all of their attack rolls. Blarg the Green Troll has a skin that does +2 to defense as armor. Warwick, as a cleric, of course, can cast Blessing and Heal. And Spilt the Dwarf is +1 defense against trolls, ogres, and giants, +1 attack on goblins. So I just thought I'd mention that. But now that we have done that, we are going to go through and we're continuing into Undermarb. We are going to open up this door right here and we're going to check out what is there. I mean, it's not overly dramatic. I shouldn't make it sound that way. I'm going to put this monsters killed sheet over off screen for a minute. So let's see what we have for a room. And it is a room. It's not a corridor, right? No, we're in a room. Yeah, I'm just losing my mind. My apologies. And that's a 7. 2d6 minions. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, you know, I've done it again. Here's the thing I need to remember. No, I'm thinking of a different game. These doors are not locked. We just open them up. Okay, well, 61. We're not going to make that a 7. We're going to make it a 61. 61 is it's a long room, and that's not bad. I can handle that. It's 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I say 3, I just mean there's a hole for a door, and then it's got an actual door on it. And then 1, 2, 3, I've already forgotten, and then 4, 5, and 6. There we go. The door there, and the door there. So this is room 2. And that's what that room looks like when we write it onto the map. But we already know, we're going to stick with the 7. It is minions. So we have to roll on the minions table to find out what kind of minions we are facing here. Minions, of course, will give me a check mark on the monsters killed, because while vermin don't count unless you're in the abyss or some such, if your characters get strong enough, I guess it's still, you can count them. Okay, being that is room 2, if I can pick up the paper, not a guarantee. Room 2. D6 on the minions. Let's see what kind of minions we are facing off against here. 2. D6, oh my gosh, again. D6 plus 3 goblins. They have a 1 in 6 chance of gaining surprise. Well, let's take a look. If I guess it's nope, they do not gain surprise. Let's roll for reactions first. 1. Oh, they flee if outnumbered. Well, let's see how many there are. D6, add 3. 6. They are not outnumbered. Okay, so that's fine. We've got 6 of them, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each one of those is a goblin, and they are level 3. Treasure minus 1. Treasure minus 1. And that, of course, all this means they are level 3. I have to roll a 3 or better to hit. I have to roll a 4 or better to defend from these critters here. And just to double check on that, just to make sure, you will encounter, it's a level, the level is the number you must roll to wound them. Defending from a monster requires rolling over that number. So there we go. Very, very good. Let us begin. Oh boy. Well, we are in a room, and you see, with the green troll being large, they fill up a corridor. Normally it's 2 people, is just a green troll that takes up the space. But we're in a room. Now let's see if we get taken out by our own troll. Oh, Blarg, please don't murder me. Oh, you roll a d20, huh? And my d20 is far away. Just a moment here. Where is my d20? Here we are. I should have gotten that out beforehand. My tube of dice. Actually, I've got 2 d20s. I should roll a d6 to find out which d20 I'm going to use. Okay, let us roll this d20. We'll roll the blue one. It's easier to see. 19. Well, that's push. Oh boy. The troll pushes down a random friend who automatically loses his or her balance and spend his next action to stand up. After this attack upon a friend, the troll regains his senses and behaves normally. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Warwick the cleric is down and cannot take an action this turn, which means Sloggo the warrior and Spilt the dwarf can both attack. That's a good thing. Now these were gobos, weren't they? Decent, yeah. So Spilt gets +1 on their attack. Very good. So let's see. Sloggo, Spilt. Sloggo attacks. Well, they both attack. Sloggo, of course, has +2, which warriors add their level. Well, that wouldn't be +2. That would just be +1. Because you don't need that, or do you? You do add their level, and he's got it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, it's only them. So yeah, you just roll, and then you add your trait. So okay, Sloggo rolls a 3, which just hits, and so takes out 1 of the goblins, which is good. And then Spilt, who has +1 against goblins, yeah, adds his level to attack rolls So, yeah. How about that? Okay, so 5, which does not double level 3, so that's just another gobbo down. Well, that's not bad. 2 of them down is better than none of them down, I'll tell you that. So the 4 of them are going to attack. Oh, God, golliness, Miss Molly. Well, there's 1 on each of them, so it doesn't really matter. Well, you know what? If there's going to be 1 on each... I should have done these in colors anyway. When we're attacking, it's going to go orange, dark blue, light blue, and purple. So these are the numbers. Slago is orange, Blarg is light blue, Warwick is dark blue, and it is Spilt that is purple. So we are now rolling to defend. We have to beat a 4. Oh dear, everybody but purple has beaten a 4. And purple has +2 because of armor and shield. So that's 3. +1 is against, oh, that's +1. Well, no defense from goblins, so... Oh, guess who fails their defense roll and loses a life? And if you guessed Spilt the dwarf, because that's who I was calculating, you are in fact correct. We're going to put these down below it. I'm just going to put a light mark through there. So Warwick has taken, not Warwick, Spilt has taken some damage. Could be worse, could be better. But now, everybody gets to fight actually. None of this, we're not fighting business. And now, because everyone can fight, I'll even... Oh my God! That's absolutely crazy. Okay, well... Orange has +2, well, +1, just because you add the level, which makes it a 2. That's good. That's good. So that's a failure. Then there's light blue with a 1. I get 2 as a bonus though, which makes 3, which does mean there's a gobbo gone. Very, very good. Down here for attack, no bonus. That's dark blue. Failure. And then Spilt, who gets +1 attack versus goblins, has 2, 3, 4 from the... Nope, 3 because of the adding the level. And then +1 attack versus goblins. 4, which takes out another goblington. Thank God. Okay, so now only 2 of them are defending, and I would say that one of them definitely is going on Blarg. I mean, that would only make sense. He's huge. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on Spilt. Okay, so Blarg and Spilt defend. Oh, wow. Whoa, re-roll. But that's massive defense. Neither of them took any damage at all from the gobbos. At all. I mean, talk about excellent defense. That was rather incredible. So, okay, everybody makes an attack. I can tell you right now that these ones are just gone. 2 6s there immediately with the exploding D6. Hokey smokes. Yeah, these 2 gobbos are dead. Dead, dead, dead. That's okay. I don't mind that at all. Dead gobbos are, well, they're good to be dead. We have killed 1 batch of minions. 1 tally mark in the minions area. 10 of those, we get a XP roll for somebody. Now for treasure. Treasure is -1. Let's see. It's a 1. D6 gold pieces. We're going to have the dwarf carry the gold so that the dwarf doesn't freak out, because the dwarf has to have at least 1 gold out of the share. So rather than having the dwarf freak out about this, we are going to have the dwarf carry the 3 gold coins. Grand total of, we're going to use tally marks for that. And once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The camera's going to shake because it's on a loose stand there, a box is there with a stick, and then my PlayStation camera is taped to the stick dangling in the air. And I got a carpeted floor, so I move around, the carpet moves, the stands move, everything wiggles around. My sincere apologies. Okay, so we've gotten some treasure, and we went and ate a whole bunch of minions' heads, and that's all very, very good. We don't even need to try and recover anything. The only one that's hurt is Spilt, and I'm not going to waste either bandages, because almost everybody has bandages. The only person that doesn't is Warwick the Cleric. And I'm not going to waste a bandage on just 1 life point lost. So, we are in a room. And we are going to be heading into another area. What? Oh, it's right here in front of my face. Okay. Oh, yeah, with minions, though. That was D6 minions. That was a 9? No, that was a 7. If win... Okay, we already did the treasures. Okay, so now it's just we rolled 2 D66 for the room that we are going into. 33. And a 33... Ooh! It is a section of corridor. Did I mention that we were going to be going through this door right here? Because that's what we're doing. We're going through this door right here. And it is that section of corridor, 33, which is... doesn't really work. We have to turn it sideways to make it work, which is fine, because we have the little corridor area there, which actually has a door because there's a whole bunch of tiny things, and you know what, we're just going to make that open because it's not a door. That's silly, but it's 3, and then there is a door on this edge. So 'tis a corridor that we are entering into. That happens. Now we roll 2d6 on the contents, because it's a corridor. 7. That is 2d6 on the minions. Oh. Well, this is going to be fun, because this is a corridor. And remember, the troll is big. The troll is big and lumbering. A troll occupies a full square in the dungeon corridor and blocks line of sight. And we're in a corridor. So Sloggo is the only one that can fight. That's not good. The troll can throw a rock, because trolls can throw rocks. And where do we look up rocks? This is a combat. I have to roll on the combat table. Before we even know what's going on. Oh God, this is going to be awful. Okay, first, we know what the room and the corridor are. Let's see what on earth we've got inside of this room. And it was minions. So let's see what kind of minions we have in this corridor. And this is 3 we're going to put down. Oh boy. We have a 1. D6 plus 2 skeletons or D6 zombies. 50% chance of each. 1, 2, 3 skeletons, 4, 5, 6 zombies. Zombies. We have 2 zombies. That's not bad. This is room 3. There's 2 zombs. They are level 3. They are undead. Skeletons, they never test morale. They always fight to the death. Well, that's not bad. I mean, they're level 3. Oh, boy. Okay, well, Sloggo is going to attack a zomb. Ooh, add plus what to that? Plus 1 to the attack, just for the for level.
Why are we still here?
I threw that way across the room.
Just to suffer.
3, 4, 1 zombie down. That's good.